This is the cheat code of the 5 do's and 5 don'ts that Ashton Hall, who went viral, has done. And I've done these for a time, but in one week, this can change your life. So I'm Jeff J. Cunningham. If you guys don't know who I am, I've been documenting the journey to build a coffee shop studio in honor of my brother, Jason, who died on drugs, fentanyl years ago. And I kind of just did it very randomly, where I just put out, and you can look because it's all on there. It's been there since 2019, really. We decided to do this. And through this journey of helping other people, so many people said, hey, can you do this for me? And I've signed on a ton of clients now where we have to get off this call or this video to get on with be on so many clients. But these are the 5 do's and 5 don'ts that I'm going to install into my life this week. And we're going to get right into it. All right, the first one is read 10 pages every day. So this actually came from another challenge I did before. And the one thing I've been reading more is the Bible. One of the books that we'll link Ashton Hall's video below. And you probably, if you don't know who he is, you've seen him all over social media. He was on Saturday Night Live. And one of the things I will say about him is they always say don't meet your heroes in person. I met him at the gym, and he was just as real. I met him at the church that I go to too, and he was as real as can be. So when I started deep diving in everything and I saw a video, I was like, man, that's what I used to do. So I decided I would do a video on this, and he spoke to me in a lot of different ways. So the first do is read. Jesus is the really way I look at it. A group of men that we do out here in Miami, Planted Men, has really instilled this into me. I actually changed my perfect day planner sheet and put, instead of prayer, meditation, quiet time with Jesus, making sure I spend time. And not for clicks, just that's what I need to do. When I started this business, Change Life Consulting, I heard from the Lord. And sometimes you have to feed the spirit and fight the flesh. And it makes it very clear, and it's a battle that we all fight with every day. The second thing is 20-minute walks in the morning. So I just got a membership over here at Elevation Gym not too long ago when I opened up in Midtown, and I love where I live. I walk down here, and it's a time when I'll either go live or I'll just really think, and it's great. One of my friends who actually became a client, which I love friends who respect my business, building up this business. Everybody thinks I'm friends, and like, well, we're friends, Jeff. Can you help me do what you do? But one of my friends, we used to do walks around here all the time, and I really enjoyed those moments. Waking up at 4 a.m. every day. So this morning we woke up at 3 a.m. and it was awesome. It's so quiet and clear, and my life gets crazy right around about 10 a.m. and it doesn't stop from there. If there's calls and meetings, and my phone is blowing up, we'll probably get a new number again pretty soon. But that is big, especially because there's a 5 a.m. prayer meeting group. Right now this week it's the men, but that I love making that. When I do make it, I don't make it all the time. But it is something that is paramount to feed the spirit as well. Be out there with iron sharpens iron and godly men. No caffeine after 2 p.m. It's so funny. As soon as I went and I gave up caffeine, I used to have a huge problem with it. I love it all the time. I'm the last person who needs it. I'm always fighting that whole urge to basically buy more caffeine and everything. Listen, I want a coffee shop one day. That's caffeine, right? But I really never needed it anyway. I always had this kind of God-given energy. I believe when my brother passed, I got this extra drive in me that I'm going to go build it in honor of him no matter what. And I felt like I needed caffeine, but it would really keep me up late at night. And that goes into no caffeine after 2 p.m. So I do like drinking coffee and everything, but 2 p.m. is a good cutoff. Because after that moment, if I'm going to be in bed early, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or really go to bed early, really challenge myself to go to bed early. Because to wake up at 4 a.m., people always say, hey, they're not a morning person. But, it's just, you got to be a sleeper. So you got to get your sleep, right? Your 7 or 8 hours, which I used to pride myself at when I had my dreams keep me awake and everything, only getting 4 hours of sleep, but it's really not healthy to do that. 5 minutes praying before the day and at the end of the day is number 5. That is key, okay, to pray all the time, to have, it says pray without ceasing, and really to start the day in prayer and end the day in prayer and write down your wins is key, and really know that the Lord has given us this day and one up, especially we're in here in Miami and there's so much crazy stuff going on of people doing that. Now the 5 don'ts I'm going to go through, and I think we're almost at 10 o'clock. We're 2 minutes, so I'm going to try and not go too fast because I'm working on my communication skills to speak more in a prolific way, because people get on me because I tend to be a little fast. So we're not going to do that. But one of them, the don'ts, which is key for me, which because I have such a way, like I want to be liked and want to be friends with everybody, is no useless conversations. So one way to do this for me is really not answer the phone and not text back, right? There's a lot of people who want to, pick my brain and meet me out for dinner and all that stuff, and and you got to be selective of who it is and where it is if it's not going somewhere. All right. Number 2 is no pointless dating. That is on there, and that's key because I think just recently I had to send a message to some person that it wasn't really going anywhere, and it was really tough to do because I tend to really like somebody. At the time I couldn't fall in love pretty quickly, right? I always wanted to be married and have kids. That would be like the biggest success. But through everything, as soon as especially I started being more intentional. Back in 2019, I read Think and Grow Rich, great book, and I gave up everything, alcohol, girls, dating, everything. And then kind of when I came to Miami and I closed a couple 50K clients and we started a VA company and everything that happened with the little success, I was like, okay, now I can go date and be more intentional about it. And really it just became kind of a distraction. My mentor told me, hey Jeff, no Latinas, and he wasn't really wrong about that. This one, number 3, is key for me. No high moments, neutral energy. So what you're seeing me practice right now is neutral energy. What I heard Ashton say in the video is that not everybody demands all your high energy. And a lot of times I noticed myself being exhausted because I felt like I had to give everybody my energy, and then I had nothing left to work on myself. So keep everything very neutral. I know a lot of people have been working on me and waiting for the day I'd wake up and do this. One of the guys that just bought me dinner out in Boca said that to me, and I take it as a sign that sometimes the Lord puts people in your life to tell you something. So I think I was giving high moments. I definitely, if you guys have followed me for a while, there's been a lot of high moments out there where we're gonna, as the 8-figure brand loading and what we're gonna be doing on Thursday in the training, because I do these trainings there. I do these trainings once a month. We do like little workshops and stuff. And then 4 is no eating during the week, only weekends. So that's key, especially because I do like always being healthy. I've always done stuff to stay healthy, so it's not cheap to stay healthy at all. And when I go out, I'm either eating at Fresh Kitchen or someplace like that, and it's $15-20 every single time. And not only does it save money, but it commits me to then go out. I have a beautiful grill out here to cook and meal prep, and can do the chickens and the rice and keep my macros and know what I eat during it. And that way, it's true, because like if you eat all the time or you go out to eat, then it becomes you don't value it as much, right? So if you save a few times, then you can go justly to maybe a nicer restaurant, or I can take someone intentionally out to that as well. And then one of the other ones is cut out bad music. So I've never really done this. The one thing I've done at 2019 is always listen to podcasts or YouTube videos. It's funny, actually, during the gym training, what I listen to is Ashton Hall's workout. He has these like valuable viral sounds, and I just literally put it on and it loops on all the time when I hear it when I'm doing the exercises, right? Because I'll actually do his exercises. There was the time when I was doing it and I saw him crushing right there, and I was like so tired. I was going through just showing up at the gym every single day. Other things I listen to at the gym are NF Real music, which is a motivational rap. It doesn't talk anything really bad, but it does have a little edge to it. I noticed it had edge, like I'll do me, right? And I was like, well, it's not. And listen, NF is great, and I love NF. I was like, okay, what can I be more intentional about as I'm in the gym? So a lot of listening to that too. And I was listening to a YouTube video today of Bradley, my man Bradley, who I was blessed to speak on stage right before him. Shout out to Amrinder, who gave me the opportunity, who has another event coming out. And by the way, guys, if you want to, basically do anything or be a part of it, I'm opening up the Kokomo Jays Club. I had like an inner circle. I had a mastermind. I had this Kokomo Jays Club. I will build a coffee shop here in Miami. This Thursday, we're going to go over exactly everything. Everybody wants to get inside my network, my number on that. We'll leave the number below and the link below. But I was praying about it, and I think the Kokomo Jays Club is exclusive to people who really want to be a part of this journey in it. I had one of the guys, I'll play his message probably on this video later on YouTube, but he basically said, hey man, the Lord's made you really special to really connect with a lot of people. So we're going to open that up and really step into what the Lord has called me to do. So thank you guys so much. By the way, I want to give a shout out to, and I love doing this guy here, Whey Protein, Nutrigenius, I think his name is Rawal. We're going to give him a call today. He was over peddling his whey protein, so we're going to try this out today to keep our protein intake up to 200 grams. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much. JeffJCunningham.com. You can see my old what inspire others always. My dreams keep me awake. I hope your dreams keep you awake too. Be blessed.